You guys, I'm telling you right now, if the Detroit Lions make the Super Bowl in 2023, I am absolutely going to Las Vegas. And sure, maybe that's a little bit premature and filled with hype, but the way they handled business against the LA Chargers on the road, 41-38 in a nail-biting win, just unbelievable stuff, man. Jared Goff playing some of the best football we've ever seen from him. I mean, that throw when he threw in the window with three defenders all around, I mean, just insane. Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery breaking out. And that offensive line, man, you want to talk about dominating offense, like just all around good stuff from the offense on the day. And what a performance from Dan Campbell, probably one of his best coached games ever, especially clock management. I mean, it was just beautiful to watch, like seeing him grow as a coach, especially this year, knowing your best defense against a team like that is Jared Goff and the rest of the offense. Gosh, man, it's just so exciting watching this team, and I'm so excited what they do in the playoffs. But what's going on, guys? It's Rampage coming at you. I know it's been a minute. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because it does help me out. More Lions fans get to see this. And comment how excited you are after this game. I want to know. I respond to every comment. Okay, first I want to have a conversation here before we get all to the crazy stats, you know, the historical context of this win, the players, whatever. What gets me so fired up is just how dominant the Lions have been playing the first 10 weeks of the season. And with this game in particular, I think we finally got to see a culmination of what Dan Campbell wanted to bring when he was hired as head coach. Run and ground, pounding the football, the rock, dominating on the offensive side of the ball, throwing. I mean, it's old school football at its finest. I mean, seriously, guys, almost 200 yards in the first half. You know, in the third quarter, after the Chargers made their adjustments, they kind of were running that, you know, old Chicago defensive run stopping defensive style. What did the Lions do? They started running more play action. They started doing crossing route and slants to Amon-Ra in the slot, and it worked, man. They shredded the Chargers defense apart, and that's a really, really freaking good Chargers defense. And I still cannot get over the fact that Jared Goff was not touched all day, and every single time the Lions wanted to do a run play, they were literally pushing the defensive line of the Chargers 5 yards down the field. And because of that, get this, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs now each have two 20-yard rushing touchdowns this season, and the last time that the Lions had a pair of running back do this was in 1936. And you guys, this pair of guys is currently second most among any team's running back unit with 1,502 scrimmage yards in 2023. I mean, golly, if that doesn't fire you up, man, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just crazy to me. David Montgomery would finish the day with 116 rushing yards with 1 TD, and Jahmyr Gibbs 77 for 2 touchdowns. And I think now we're finally seeing Gibbs get more and more and more comfortable. I mean, you saw Tony Romo gawking over how easy it was for Gibbs to make people slip past him at full speed. And we're seeing the Lions staff finally trust Gibbs, especially in the red zone area, giving him more touches. With the Lions staff, I find so unique. They pride themselves in trust. You do your job, you make plays, you play hard, you're going to get more touches and time, and that's what we're seeing from Gibbs, and he's making up for it and then some. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who I think deserves to be top 3 wide receiver in the league right now, just based upon the way he's playing. He has the most receptions out of any 2021 wide receiver taken in the draft, and he was a 4th round pick. And right now he's tied with A.J. Brown for the most games with 100 receiving yards this season. And on the day, Amon-Ra would finish with 8 receptions for 156 yards with 1 touchdown. The guy is just freaking insane, man. He's the most reliable player on this roster right now. And with him, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, it's the 3rd time in Detroit Lions history that they've had 3 players produce 100 plus scrimmage yards and a touchdown, and the only other times it's happened was 2013, 1995, and 1981. And by no means am I trying to sell other players short on this offensive roster. Jameson Williams, I think, had an incredible game. He had an insane block in that David Montgomery touchdown. Speedy Khalif Raymond played awesome. Josh Reynolds, Sam Laporta too is always reliable, and in their back pocket they have Donovan Peoples-Jones coming up. And why I think this team can go to the Super Bowl this year is because of Ben Johnson and Jared Goff. The marriage between these two guys right now hitting on all cylinders, and Ben Johnson had some of the most creative and exotic play calling we've ever seen in his tenure as offensive coordinator. And Ben Johnson had the Lions rack up a season high of 533 yards on the day that led to them going to 41 points. And really it was a perfect balance on offense, posting 333 passing yards and 200 yards on the ground. And the last time the Lions were able to produce a 500-yard game was in Week 6 against the Chicago Bears, all the way in 2015. And geez, that play call where he pulled out the fake pitch handoff to Amon-Ra and then that play action lob to Brock Wright was just a thing of beauty. And guys, just as I'm about to finish editing this video, Jared Goff was just named the highest graded QB in the NFL with a 90.6 PFF grade, which is currently first among all quarterbacks in the league. And dude, the thing about him with this year, he just looks so poised and comfortable right now leading this offense, and it's just like so inspiring to watch, seeing where he's come from. On the day, Goff would have a 69.7 completion percentage, threw for 333 yards, 2 TDs to 0 interceptions, and have a QBR rating of 122.4, his second highest of the season. And the way he's playing right now in a mix with the offense, especially the ballsy nature of it, is why the Lions are going to go far in the playoffs, because of this frickin' dude. He needs an extension, period. And while the offense can keep up with just about anybody, the defense needs to step up, specifically the play calling and adjustments from Aaron Glenn. I mean, we did see a little bit of adjustments on the defense as the game progressed, specifically bringing down Alex Anzalone or Tracy Walker, but they just never got home. And Justin Herbert, you know, if he has the ability to scramble, he will tear you to shreds, and they did that with Keenan Allen. I think Keenan finished with 175 yards, which is just absolutely bonkers to me. And what's crazy is the Chargers offense is the most vanilla. They literally have 2 targets, Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen, and couldn't stop either of them. And it just has to do with pressure, man. I mean, Aidan Hutchinson is getting held or double teamed half the time, and then the other side of the defensive line isn't doing anything to, you know, really give him justice. It's just so infuriating because the talent on the back end is spectacular. But my God, guys, Alex Anzalone has been playing like one of the best linebackers in the league. He's just flying all around the field and just hitting people so damn hard. Kirby Joseph with that interception that most wide receivers can't make a catch on. Like, that was impressive toe drag. And what was pissing me off more than anything in this game, they kept motioning Keenan Allen. Every time he was on, you know, different parts of the field with Cam Sutton not around, Keenan was wide open. And for the Detroit Lions, the defense has definitely been the Achilles heel to the offense. And if they want to make a deep run, they're going to have to make some serious adjustments. I don't know what they're going to have to do to change like the stunt scheming or just attacking the passer, but every time they play a good quarterback or somebody that can scramble, they just get picked apart. But you got to believe in this coaching staff. I mean, what they've done so far this year is the reason why I think this team has been built for success. The reason why I think they're going to go far in the playoffs. I don't think they're just going to win one playoff game. And honestly, in my opinion, at this point right now, the Lions are still in contention for the 1 seed. I'd rather the Lions not get a bye and face a team like Minnesota in the wild card round, just because to keep them fresh and keep them going, stay hot while the flame's still going. But either way, I'll be so freaking fired up if they get that first round bye, because they'll only have to play the Eagles or the 49ers once. And man, this very well could be our year, guys. I mean, I don't really see a lot of good NFL teams, especially this past weekend. I think outside of the Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens, Eagles, and Niners, the Lions are right there. I think there's a serious chance that the Detroit Lions could be Super Bowl champions. But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Please remember to leave a like, and as always, tell me what you thought down below. I want to know your hype level. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? And also, we're reaching up on a milestone, 10,000 subscribers. I know it's still 4,000 away, but each day we're getting a little bit closer, so I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, as always, guys. One Pride. I'll see you next time. Peace.